You ever blown a bubble inside of a bubble?
No.
It's pretty cool. All right.
Hello and welcome to BuzzTV's The Daily News. Welcome. Welcome. Daily News. Daily News.
Hello and welcome to 3D Buzz's The Daily News for Friday, September 14th of 2007, brought to you as always by Side Effect Software. I'm Terry. We're going to jump right into some gaming news. TurboGrafx Systems CD games are going to be coming to the Wii's Virtual Console. The imminent release of TurboGrafx CD titles Wise 1 and 2 and Shawaniki on the Japanese Virtual Console for 800 Wii points more than likely means it's coming out for the American consoles also. Now keep in mind there are some very bad, horrible CD games out there, such as Sewer Shark, what was the other one? Night Trap. Those are both horrible games that came out for the Sega CD. I'm just glad to see that there's also going to be some good ones coming out. Like, I'm hoping that they're going to release the original Knights. They came out for the Sega Saturn. And, of course, you have Sonic CD, which is the best Sonic game that was ever made. So we'll have to wait and see how this turns out. Halo Theme 360 is arriving this Sunday. If you've been eagerly anticipating being able to ditch your white 360 in favor of a marketing tool that also plays games, you'll get your chance when the Halo 3 branded Xbox 360 arrives, which we know will be on Sunday because Microsoft sent us an email and pretty much to everybody else on the face of this planet telling you so. So if you want an ugly olive green and gold system, go snag it on Sunday. There's a new Winamp coming out, and it's actually a pretty cool little program that they put together. It's much better than, well, I wouldn't say it's much better. The old ones are the best ones. Stick with 2.3. Anyway, the new ones are coming out, going to have various iTunes killing ideas, but there is going to be one thing of interest for all you gaming fans out there. The new version will stream your music library to your Wii, just in case you want to do that. Winamp's 10th anniversary edition Wii will challenge iTunes, and it will be coming out, I believe, in about 3 or 4 days. Sony confirms PlayStation Phone is on the table. Sony Ericsson president Miles Flint has confirmed that Sony is indeed looking long and hard at bringing in a gaming phone. He stopped short of confirming that one is actually in development, but does discuss that when one does come along, it may not carry the PlayStation brand name. He states, "We need to make sure that it is a credible phone and be sure we are justified in putting the identity on it." So, in other words, yes, they're making one. They're just trying to figure out how to make it to where you can't put any homebrew on it. Microsoft has acknowledged there is phishing on Live. Microsoft, not the phishing games or anything like that. Phishing as in schemes, scams, phishing with a PH. You know what I'm talking about. Anyway, Microsoft has gone on the record and admitted that phishing scams are occurring on Xbox Live. Well, technically, they are admitting that the phishers are trying to get Live account information while ignoring that there's more online, like personal credit card numbers and everything else, pretty much your identity. Offering reimbursement to customers, they also wanted to make clear this was not a failure of software technology. We want to reassure our customers that there has been no security breach of Xbox Live Network or Bungie.net. So, feel safe and be scared at the same time is what they're saying. Moving on some tech news. Microsoft has updated Windows without users' consent, and they're getting in a lot of trouble over this. Microsoft has begun patching files on Windows XP and Vista without users' knowledge, even when the users have turned off auto updates. Many companies require testing of patches before they are widely installed, and businesses in this situation are objecting to the stealth patching. This isn't the first time Microsoft has pushed updates out to users who prefer to test and install their updates manually. For users who elect not to have updates installed automatically, the issue of consent is crucial. Microsoft has apparently decided, however, that it doesn't need permission to patch Windows update files, even if your preferences are set not to, have it do that. Anyway, Comcast has clarified bandwidth banning, around 90 gigabytes limit per month. Stories of Comcast banning their high-speed customers for excess use have flooded the internet this week, and many of us have begun to worry just how much is too much when online games are a mainstay of our existence. Complementing our interest in fully legal, fully decent movie downloads, Comcast clarified the policy a bit with Game Daily, and while we don't have exact numbers, we do know that Comcast deems excessive use to any customer who downloads the equivalent of 30,000 songs, 250,000 pictures, or 13 million emails in a month, which I guess that might be a little bit excessive. I don't know. Anyway, given our rough computations of a 3 meg song, that puts our monthly limit right around 90 gigs or so, which is pretty high but not absolutely inconceivable number to reach. So take note, crazy download fiends. Also, it'll probably send up red flags all over the place if you start, getting that many songs you're downloading. X&A wants to be a YouTube for games. Chris Satchell is heading up Microsoft's X&A plans, and he has big ideas for the service. He's not content with people just being able to design and build games using X&A. No, he and everyone else at Microsoft also want a top-shelf online service that can host, display, and share people's creations. He states, we use a music analogy. It's like giving the instruments so they can go and play music now. But what's the radio station where they can reach everyone? It's cool that they can invite people around and play in front of them, which is sort of the Creators Club. But hey, if you want to play, you have to play to the world. So to this end, they're working on a YouTube as service, which they're unwilling to show off right now, but are claiming that it's the next really, yes, there's 3 reallys in there, big step towards making games development more accessible for regular Joe Schmoes. So that's pretty cool. So check out our X&A classes now and see what you guys can come up with. It's going to be pretty awesome. Moving on to some CG news here. Autodesk has been sued for $10 million over invoking DMCA to stop eBay sales. A Seattle man is suing Autodesk for abusing the Digital Millennium Copyright Act in an attempt to restrict the resale of its software. The plaintiff, Tim Werner, alleges that Autodesk has repeatedly sent copyright infringement notices to eBay, where he has tried to sell legal copies of Autodesk software because the company does not want the used copies to compete with the new sales of the software. According to a copy of the complaint, Autodesk began sending copyright infringement notices to eBay in May of 2005. He says that Autodesk never took the appropriate legal action to prevent the items from being relisted and instead continued to send DMCA notices to have the items removed. After at least 5 incidences of being reported to eBay for copyright infringement, his eBay account, which is where he was a power seller, was disabled, where he says caused him to lose revenue from potential sales. So we'll bring you updates on that. Luxology adds animation with a big update to Moto 301. Luxology has announced the immediate availability of Moto 301, the newest version of its 3D content creation software. Available for both Mac OS X and Windows, Moto 301 is a milestone release that features new sculpting and item animation, as well as extensive improvements to its modeling, painting, and rendering toolsets. So that's the news for the evening, guys. I will see you guys again on Monday, and you guys have a nice night.
Amazing. It's good stuff. True. We can show it. Do you want to see it?